Welcome to Photographing Bees, Delicate Beauty and Amazing Behaviours. ISBN 978 976 97477173. I am your host, Dr. William Anderson Gittins, renowned Barbadian author, licensed cultural practitioner, photojournalist, podcaster, and media arts specialist. Join me as I unravel the fascinating intricacies of the remarkable creatures that inhabit our world. Through this insightful discussion and captivating conversation, I will explore how these extraordinary beings influence our daily lives, shape our cultures, and inspire our creativity. This journey promises to illuminate the interconnectedness of life and the profound impact animals have on humanity, revealing their essential role in our shared existence. Tune in as we embark on this enlightening adventure together. Because experiences and views are intertwined, changing one can affect how individuals perceive the world. Perspective is the mental model that people employ to interpret events. This view is supported by psychologytoday.com. That said, as a renowned Barbadian author, Doctor of Divinity, licensed cultural practitioner, photojournalist, podcaster, and media arts specialist, I use a school of thought that serves as an intellectual tradition developed by people who share my beliefs and viewpoints in photographing bees' delicate beauty and amazing behaviors. ISBN 978 976 97477173. As a photojournalist who uses photographs to communicate, is essential to comprehend bee behavior, a view espoused by urbanbeelife.com. Utilize the right tools and pick up ways to capture their movement and intensity in order to take good bee photographs. This view is supported by urbanbeelife.com. In the context of evolution and biology, it should be mentioned that under ideal circumstances, bees are thought to have descended from carnivorous wasps that live around 120 million years ago. This view is espoused by news.cornell.edu. However, according to museumoftheearth.org, these earliest wasps evolved into the bees we know today by starting to eat nectar and pollen. Their social structures and eating habits underwent a dramatic change at this time. According to my studies as a cultural theorist, bees are a symbol of community, cooperation, ingenuity, and dedication that have influenced societies all over the world. This view is supported by innerhunches.com. It is because of the aforesaid view that the ability of bees to learn from one another has been demonstrated in recent research, which may suggest that they have their own culture. This view is supported by npr.org. All things being equal, it should be noted that in many cultures and religions, they are also potent symbols that stand for ecological interconnectedness and group power. The aforesaid views are supported by beekeepingtrove.com, thetimes.com. In the scheme of things, petsource.com advocates that during their lives and reproduction, bees typically live between 6 and 8 weeks, according to additional studies. lodonbee.org argues that a single bee can visit 50 to 100 flowers during its time to gather nectar, laying about 2,500 eggs every day. But beekeepersrealm.com argues that the maintenance of hive populations depends on this abundant reproduction. Considering everything, the diversity of their species as an example, consider the more than 20,000 species of bees, most of which do not build hives. The most well-known bee species is the western honeybee, a noteworthy exception that is essential to agricultural operations. This thinking is advanced by en.wikipedia.org wiki honeybee. In the intricate tapestry of nature, few creatures captivate our imagination quite like the humblebee. As we embark on this exploration of photographing bees' delicate beauty and amazing behaviors, we uncover a fascinating story that began 120 million years ago, according to museumoftheearth.org, when carnivorous wasps evolved into remarkable pollinators we know today. To understand bees, it is to understand the very essence of life's interconnectedness. These extraordinary insects, with their brief 6 to 8 week lifespan, demonstrate an astounding work ethic that puts many species to shame. Picture this: a single bee visiting up to 100 flowers daily, while a queen bee industriously lays 2,500 eggs each day to sustain their colonies. With over 20,000 species worldwide, their diversity is as remarkable as their impact on our world. The significance of bees extends far beyond their buzzing presence in our gardens. The article, according to ResearchGate.net, publication advocates that crucial pollinators are in charge of 35% of the world's crop production, while 75% of blooming plants are supported by ecological keystones and economic engines that propel agriculture output, is supported by online library.wiley.com DOI. That said, it should be noted that they are cultural symbols as stated in library.5able.me, cultural symbols that are intricately woven with historical and religious themes. Now that I contextualize photographing bees' delicate beauty and amazing behaviors, ISBN 978-976-97-47173, through my lens as an author, Doctor of Divinity, licensed cultural practitioner, photojournalist, podcaster, and media arts specialist, I have used this debate study to weave together scientific observation, cultural value, and spiritual symbolism. For the record, as I progress through my research, I found that bees react to bad weather by staying within their hive, using microscopic hairs to sense changes in temperature and humidity, flying in light rain or dazzle, and keeping an eye on variations in air pressure. This view is supported by bemarvelous.uk.vegabees.com. After giving it some thought, I would admit that according to what I have learned about the cultural significance of bees throughout history, they have been included in several cultural stories, especially in biblical writings, where they are connected to diligence, camaraderie, and divine intervention. For instance, bees are mentioned in many scriptures as a representation of hard work and divine wisdom. For instance, in Deuteronomy 1 verses 44, bees represent Israel's adversaries, and in Psalm 118 verses 12, they represent the nations surrounding the psalmist. Additionally, bees are associated with divine sustenance and the sweetness of God's message, as demonstrated by the story of Samson discovering a honeycomb in Judges 14 verses 8. Bees are commonly used to symbolize hard work and the collective efforts of communities, and they are symbols of commitment and productivity. An example, bees are a symbol of tenacity, commitment, and teamwork because they work so hard to gather nectar and pollen to make honey and sustain their colony. This thinking is advocated by innerhunches.com symbol of bees. In closing, this podcast episode delved into the extraordinary world of these remarkable creatures whose very existence touches every aspect of our lives. As a renowned Barbadian author, Doctor of Divinity, licensed cultural practitioner, photojournalist, podcaster, and media arts specialist, it should be noted that I use a school of thought as a tool because it served as an intellectual tradition which was developed by people who share my beliefs and viewpoints. In this conversation, Photographing Bees, Delicate Beauty and Amazing Behaviours, ISBN 978-976-9747173. Moreover, the aforesaid assisted me in defining my tactics and integrating my work, since this strategic management walk you, the reader, through a certain theoretical framework for literary interpretation and analysis. This conversation is included in e-publication 358, podcast 202, Photographing Bees, Delicate Beauty and Amazing Behaviours, in ISBN 978-976-9747173. As we continue this illuminating journey together, I sincerely value your participation through shares and reviews. I appreciate your help, and I hope you continue to grow and gain insight. God bless.